Let's talk about what's going on right now with Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. This story is one of the biggest headlines in Nigeria at the moment, and everyone is talking about it. Something very surprising happened in court. Nnamdi Kanu told the court that he wants to defend himself. Yes, you heard that right. His own lawyers, the same team that has been standing by him for years, stepped down, and now he says he will take charge of his own defense. You know, when you hear that kind of thing, you pause for a moment and say, wait, what exactly is going on here? Because it's not every day that someone facing such serious charges decides to go solo in court. Especially when the case is this sensitive and this public. So today, let's break it down together. And please, as you're listening, don't forget to like this video right now and hit the subscribe button so you can stay updated every time this story moves forward. Now, what really happened? According to reports from the courtroom, the lead lawyer, that's one of Nigeria's senior advocates, stood up in court and told the judge that they were withdrawing from the case. That means they're officially stepping aside. The reason, according to them, is that Nnamdi Kanu has decided to defend himself. When the judge heard that, the court had to pause for a bit. You know how it is in such high-profile cases. Every move is recorded. Every decision is serious. The court then adjourned the matter to another date to let things settle. Let's take a breath here, because this is a big moment. Representing yourself in a criminal trial is not something small. It means you're taking full responsibility for how your case goes. You're the one who will question witnesses. You'll argue your points, and you'll respond to the prosecution. It's like walking into a football match without your coach, your team, or even your goalkeeper. Just you, alone. Some people are calling it bold. Others are calling it risky. What do you think? Is it a smart move or a dangerous one? Tell me your opinion in the comments section. And while you're typing, please make sure you've liked this video already. It helps this news reach more people. Now, why would the lawyers withdraw? There are a few possible reasons. Some are legal, some are personal. Sometimes in court, if a client insists on taking over the defense, the lawyer has to step back. You can't force a lawyer to continue if the client says, "I'll handle it from here." Other times, there can be differences in how the case should be handled. Maybe disagreement on strategy, or maybe trust issues. These things happen even in regular cases. But when it's someone as popular as Nnamdi Kanu, everything becomes 10 times louder. Let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu himself. He has been in custody for a long time now, facing serious charges related to terrorism and alleged activities tied to the IPOB movement. For his supporters, he's a hero. For the government, he's someone facing legal accountability. And for many Nigerians, he's a symbol of how complicated our national unity story has become. That's why any change in his case, even something small, becomes major news immediately. And you know, it's not just about court proceedings, it's also about emotions, identity, and justice. Every time this case comes up, we see strong reactions from people across the country, especially from the southeast. Many of his supporters believe he's being unfairly treated. Others say the government is simply following the law. So when the lawyers withdrew and Kanu said he'll defend himself, people started talking, both online and offline, Twitter Facebook, WhatsApp groups, everywhere. Guys, quick pause. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want me to keep giving you straight to the point, real-time Nigerian news like this, please click the like button right now and make sure you're subscribed. It really supports the channel and I appreciate you for it. Now, let's talk about what this move could mean legally. When a defendant decides to represent himself, the court always tries to confirm that it's voluntary, meaning he wasn't forced, and that he understands the risks, because honestly, criminal law is complicated. There are rules for evidence, there are objections, there are motions, and there are procedures that even trained lawyers spend years learning. So for anyone to say, "I'll handle it myself," the court will usually make sure they are mentally and emotionally ready. Some legal experts are already saying this move might slow down the case. Because every time a major change happens, like when a new lawyer steps out or when the accused changes strategy, the court has to make adjustments. It might lead to new motions, new filings, or even more adjournments. So this case, which has already taken years, could now take even longer. But here's something to think about. Maybe Nnamdi Kanu feels that nobody can speak for him better than himself. Maybe he wants to face the court directly and tell his own side of the story without filters. Or maybe he's frustrated with how things are going. We don't know his exact reason, but what's clear is that he wants to take charge now. Tell me what you think though. If you were in his position, would you trust yourself to handle your own case in court? Or would you keep your lawyers? Drop your answer in the comments and don't forget to like this video while you're doing that. Outside the courtroom, there's also been tension. Supporters came out again to show solidarity. Some of them gathered near the court area, carrying banners and calling for his release. There were reports that security operatives had to control the crowd, and that there was some tension between protesters and police. It's not the first time we're seeing that. Almost every time his case comes up, people come out, chanting, praying, showing support. And that's what makes this story not just a legal one, but a national one. Now, from the human side, imagine what it's like for someone sitting in detention for years, going through one court date after another. The patience, the frustration, the uncertainty. Whether you support him or not, you can agree that it's emotionally draining. So maybe this decision to defend himself also comes from a place of wanting control. Maybe he feels that's his way of taking back power over his story. And while we're on that thought, let me ask you, do you think representing yourself in court could actually make a person's case stronger because it shows confidence? Or could it backfire because you're not a professional lawyer? I really want to hear your views on that. Please drop them in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want me to keep bringing you updates and honest conversations like this one. Now, this case has also opened another kind of talk in Nigeria about how much trust people have in lawyers and the justice system. Some people are saying maybe the legal team was tired of the process, maybe they faced too much pressure, or maybe they had professional limits. Others say lawyers should stand by their clients till the end, no matter what. It's a sensitive conversation, but it's one worth having, because at the heart of it, it's about trust. Trust between the client and his lawyer, and trust between citizens and the system itself. You know, sometimes When cases like this drag on, people start losing faith in the process. That's dangerous because justice delayed can feel like justice denied. But the law must take its full course. It's a delicate balance. The court must be fair to everyone. The prosecution must present evidence properly, and the defendant must have every right to defend himself, whether through a lawyer or personally. That's how justice maintains legitimacy. And I must say, for those following this story for a long time, it's been a roller coaster. We've seen arrests, court appearances, adjournments, health complaints, and now this major twist of self-representation. It almost feels like a courtroom drama. Except it's real life, and the stakes are very high. Quick reminder again, if you're still watching, thank you so much for staying this far. I see you. Please click that like button so YouTube can push this video to more people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It costs nothing, but it helps this channel grow so we can keep reporting without bias. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. The issue of IPOB and the Biafra movement has always been an emotional one. There are people who genuinely believe in self-determination. There are those who want peace and unity. And there are also those who just want progress and fairness. That's why every time this story enters the news, it touches so many hearts. It's not only a legal case, it's a symbol of deeper issues in our country: equality, justice, representation, and voice. So, when something happens in that courtroom, the whole nation listens. Some people might see Kanu's decision to defend himself as a protest. A statement that says, "I don't trust the system, I'll speak for myself." Others may see as pride or a personal conviction. Whatever it is, one thing is certain: everyone will be watching to see what happens next. Now, as this story continues, I'm sure new updates will come. Maybe new court sittings, maybe new lawyers joining, maybe new statements from the government or his supporters. We'll follow everything right here on this channel, so make sure you're part of this community. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and please share this video so more people can join the conversation.